how has it been going from the Bella Twins and your identity for so long in your career to now going back to the Garcia Twins? And why did you two make that decision?
You know, it was really hard, but one, you know, and it's crazy, but WWE owns the Bella Twins. So even though you feel like you're the Bella Twins, because at WWE for so long, our characters, you know, there was a thing we wanted everyone to believe them. This was before they kind of pulled back the curtain to let you see behind the curtain of like the characters and what's real and fake and all of that. But, you know, we were the Bella Twins on the reality shows. So you really started to just feel that's who you are. So when we made the decision to leave WWE, we knew the name couldn't come with us. And that was hard at first. But then, you know, my sister and I were like, but we were always the Garcia Twins before wrestling. When we were on the soccer field, everyone would be like, oh, those Garcia Twins, or anything we did. So for us, it felt very much going back to our roots. And we actually were excited because for so long, you know, when we were known as the Garcia Twins and then went to the Bellas, that transformation was weird. We were like, this is weird. We're the Bella Twins all of a sudden. But, and then I'll be honest, I had to work with my life coach a little bit to like understand it and just be like, I put so much equity behind that name. And for it to just go, like, so many things go with that. But then I was like, but then I let go of it, knowing I was walking into like full freedom. Definitely took a little bit to get used to. But, and it was hard at first, but I have to say it's been really great.
I think that I had that similar feeling when I got married.
And you changed your name?
Yeah, I changed my name. Like on a small scale of that, like I had this, it's that identity shift of like, all of a sudden you're looking at like who you are on paper and you're like, wait, I don't know who that person is. Or when you have a mom, when you become a mom, and like, that is just this new little identity shift, new redefining moment. I know my branding is so good. But like, it's such a interesting thing when that name change. I was like, who is Arielle Houlihan? I don't even know who that is. I've been Arielle Goldberg my entire life. Like I have to figure out who that person is. And it's such it's a sometimes a great thing because you can redefine where you're at in your life and become something new. But it's also a really scary feeling of like, I don't know who I am. That's a weird place to be in.
I'm thinking when I retired and got married and my soccer name was Osborne and everyone knew me as Osborne. And then I get married to Ricky, who played pro soccer too. And I did Osborne Lewis. But a lot of the time I still go by Osborne because people know me as Leslie Osborne. And you're also like retiring. And so I was a soccer player for so long, and my identity for so long, or for what people thought it was just revolved around soccer. So there's that two prong. And for you too, like you've now been retired for what, 3 years, 4 years? Yeah. Like you're still going through that identity shift too, from being an athlete to, you know, doing all the other hats you're wearing. And that's also another part of that, you know?
We've all put a lot of equity. And when people are like, well, equity, well, we all put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that name. And it means something to us. Like Brie Bella I know who that young girl was who walked in the ring with so much innocence. And I know the woman that came out of the ring, Brie Bella. And I'm like, and it felt like that was taken. But I had to work on it and be like, well, okay, the name was taken, but I can keep the equity of it. But it's still hard. When people hear Brie Bella compared to Brie Garcia, they think differently. So
I just got goosebumps when you were saying that, by the way, like walking in as a young girl and then walking out like a mom closing a chapter. Like, shit, that is, you're incredible. You are incredible.